Welcome to the show. This is Future Shock. I'm Edward St. Pé, and we'll take a look at the world of AI today and some of the new developments. AI's next big thing, we'll take a look at that. And also, we'll take a closer look at Neuralink. We've talked about Neuralink a number of times, and Elon Musk's project where they implant the chip in the brain, and then the brain is able to interface with a computer. Many other things, many other applications. Well, today, we've got the first patient that received the implant, and we've got him on the show. We'll take a look at that video. The person will talk about his experience and what he's able to do. We've got a couple of those, a couple of videos related to that. And we'll actually meet the person who was the first recipient of that. So we'll also look at the next big thing in AI. Let's go to that one first, from AI Uncovered. It's AI's next big thing. 10 predictions for the near future. Let's take a look.
Let's start. Number 1. AI will become our new doctor. In the not-so-distant future, artificial intelligence will redefine the role of our healthcare providers. We will have a world where AI seamlessly steps into the shoes of our traditional doctors, offering a new era of personalized and efficient medical care. As technology advances, AI is becoming more adept at analyzing vast amounts of medical data, identifying patterns, and predicting health outcomes with remarkable accuracy. Imagine having an AI-driven doctor who knows you inside out, not just your medical history, but also your lifestyle, genetic predispositions, and daily habits. This virtual physician could provide personalized health recommendations tailored to your unique needs, enhancing preventive care and promoting overall well-being. With constant access to real-time data, AI can monitor your health 24/7, detecting subtle changes that may escape human observation and allowing for early intervention and timely medical advice. But note that the emergence of AI as our new doctor doesn't mean the end of the human touch in healthcare. Rather, it enhances the collaboration between technology and medical professionals. AI can handle routine tasks, freeing up doctors to focus on complex cases and fostering a more patient-centric approach. This relationship between human expertise and AI capabilities promises a healthcare system where time is used more efficiently, leading to quicker diagnoses and more effective treatments. Number 2. AI-mediated art revolution. With how fast machine learning algorithms are becoming increasingly sophisticated, they will not merely mimic human creativity, but redefine its boundaries. One of the defining features of this AI-mediated art revolution is the ability of machines to analyze vast data sets of artistic styles, allowing them to generate unique, avant-garde compositions. By joining historical influences, contemporary trends, and emerging aesthetics, AI will act as a creative catalyst, pushing the boundaries of artistic innovation. Also, the equalization of artistic tools will empower individuals from diverse backgrounds to explore their creativity. AI-driven applications will offer accessible platforms for aspiring artists, providing them with virtual palettes that respond to their unique styles and preferences. This accessibility will not only expand the pool of creators, but also foster a more inclusive and diverse artistic landscape. This evolution will assist in the creative process and also challenge traditional notions of authorship and originality. The collaboration between human artists and intelligent algorithms will give rise to hybrid artworks, blurring the lines between man-made and machine-generated. Number 3. Personalized weather control. Among the intriguing possibilities of AI is the idea of personalizing the weather. What would you do if you could finally customize your immediate environment, tailoring the weather to suit your preferences? With sophisticated AI algorithms analyzing vast amounts of meteorological data, predicting and influencing weather patterns becomes a reality. This newfound capability extends beyond mere convenience. It provides a tangible solution to mitigate the impact of extreme weather events. Personalized weather control could redefine agriculture, enabling farmers to optimize growing conditions for specific crops. AI-driven precision in weather customization holds the potential to enhance crop yields and minimize the environmental impact of traditional farming practices. This not only addresses food security concerns, but also fosters sustainable agricultural practices. The integration of AI into personalized weather control could usher in a new era of energy efficiency. By aligning weather conditions with energy needs, individuals can optimize their energy consumption, reducing both costs and environmental impact. For instance, AI algorithms could dynamically adjust heating and cooling systems based on anticipated weather changes, ensuring optimal energy utilization. Number 4. The great AI job reshuffle. The truth is, as long as artificial intelligence continues to advance, routine tasks will be automated, leading to a significant shift in the job market. Jobs that once relied on repetitive, predictable tasks may diminish, causing a reshuffling of skills and roles. But this shift isn't just about job displacement, it's an opportunity for growth and adaptation. As AI takes over routine tasks.
Okay, so we've recently talked about that, the job shuffle, as they just mentioned, or the replacement of jobs by AI. I think yesterday we had a video and they were talking about, I think by the year, I think it was 6 years from now. So maybe it was what, maybe 2030. The prediction is that 73 million jobs in the United States would be displaced by AI. So that's what, just a few years away, 6 years from now. Can you imagine such a thing? 75 million existing jobs from today would be displaced in just 6 years by AI. Now, there will be some new jobs created, but just think about that. I mean, there won't be 75 million new jobs created, so there's going to be a big displacement across all areas. You saw the robots there just a second ago. A lot of these videos we've shown of the AI-infused humanoid robots, I think a lot of folks, myself included, in the past would look at a video and see that and say, well, that's an animation, or that's some type of a... No, that's it. I mean, what you just saw there, those clips of those robots, those are the real deal. I mean, that's the real robots. I mean, they're infused with AI. They're nimble. They're completely dexterous. They can use their hands, pick up an egg, not break it, pick it up, crack it, make an omelet, things like that. That's what's happening right now, and a lot further than that. They're working in warehouses now, and it's all over the planet. It's not just here. Everybody thinks China is some poor communist country that I don't know what the general idea is on all that, but no, China is very, very prosperous, and they're very hardworking, and they've got robots that are already deployed out there. It's not like a prehistoric country, like it seems as though we are led to believe, and it's the same thing with other parts of the world, like so many advancements, like TV 3.0, which is the new innovation in television that's coming. Supposedly coming in the United States, which this channel would at some point switch over to TV 3.0, which would be, instead of a radio wave coming off the tower, it's a Wi-Fi wave. Many big cities are using it in America now. It's not so much accepted yet by the public, there's a lot that's got to be done, but it's already out there. What it will bring is a very, very intense HD signal into the home over an antenna. It's really incredible in lots of ways. And it's an IP signal, right? So it's a whole different methodology of broadcasting television. Well, that's coming to the United States, right? Okay, great. You would think we're so advanced. It's already deployed in South Korea. It's there, and it's been there for a long time. It's been there for years. That's what I'm saying. We are not the most advanced country technologically that you would think we are. You would think that we are so advanced in so many areas. No. Not yes, we are, but are we the greatest and the mostest, and everybody else is a subsidiary? No, but that's what the general consensus would have us believe, but it's not the truth. There are many countries that are even further advanced with AI and other things than we are, including China, as far as AI is concerned. They're not, and that's part of this idea of it's almost an arms race, where who's racing to get the AI that's most effective out there first, deployed in all areas. It could be business, it could be warfare, it could be anything. It's a race now to see who can develop it the quickest and the best, and that's what we're up against. That's why nobody's pulling back. When Elon came out a while back and said everybody should pull back from the development of AI, let's talk about this. What is this really going to mean? No, there was no cooperation. Nobody wanted to talk about that. Neither did we. Neither did any potential adversary out there across the planet want to pull back, right? No, everybody's going full tilt, full speed ahead. And so a big change, and it's here and it's coming, and so you might as well get with it, because it's going to be affecting all of us. And that's why, I was talking about that the other day. I mentioned to somebody, something about the show and about AI, and the person looked at me and said, "What is ChatGPT 4?" I said, "You don't know what ChatGPT 4 is?" No, never heard of it before. That's an example. So many people, and this was an accountant. So, he was a person that is involved with, business, and he's doing business, and he's, a contemporary person. Didn't know what ChatGPT 4 was. So I guess there are a lot of people. I was talking to my mom the other day. Bless her heart. She's 90, and we were talking, and they're peripherally aware of it, and my sister, they're peripherally aware of it, but they're not, it's not something that they're thinking about every day. But the idea is you should be thinking about it, you should be learning about it, I think, for your own well-being as you look at the future and what it will mean for you and your family to be up to date with what's happening with the development of AI, which is a game changer. They talk about the different pivotal moments in civilization. Let's say maybe the printing press, right? When the printed word came, it changed civilization. That was one moment. And maybe the Industrial Revolution, civilization changed. The invention of a computer, civilization changed. The internet, civilization changed. All of those changes, although they were monumental, are not as significant as a quantum leap of a change that we're going through right now, that we're already in with AI. It's basically an alien intelligence that didn't come down and visit us from another galaxy to bring its wisdom and intellect to us. We created it, and it's here. And it's an amalgamation of everything that we've known. Machine learning is what it is, and that's what we're dealing with. It's an alien intelligence that's far, far beyond, and will be even further beyond the realm of human intelligence. So that's a significant thing that's occurred for the first time ever on the planet. Okay, now we were talking about Neuralink a little earlier. We've got a couple of videos of the first person to receive the Neuralink implant. We've talked about they were cleared to use it on a human. They had found success using it on animals, I guess chimpanzees and such. Now they've used it, they've implanted the chip in the brain of a human, a paraplegic person who needed it in order to be able to function better and live a more fulfilling life. They did it, and it worked. So it's a big development because now the person can enjoy life, and he's smiling and he's happy. We've got that person. We got a couple of clips of that person, and also while we're at it, just for fun, we've got a clip on the other project. I guess it's related to Neuralink. It's another Elon Musk project. This is kind of like almost the Elon Musk show. But he's such a pivotal genius working amongst us at this time, which from space to implants in the brain, to Tesla, to robotics, everything. The game changers all across the planet, all across the boards. So the other project is the bionic eyes, the ability to create vision where there was none. Can you imagine a blind person being able to see again through another aspect of Neuralink technology? So we're going to take a look at that clip too. But first, we've got two clips. We'll take a look at one clip on Neuralink, on the person that received the first implant. This is a live update from Neuralink. This is a Neuralink video. And then after that, we'll do a quick spot for our sponsor, which is Pendragon Apothecary, soon to be online. And then we'll look at another clip of the patient who has received it, the Neuralink chip. And then at the end of the show, hopefully we'll have a few minutes and we'll take a quick look at the Bionic Eyes video. Okay, now let's go to the Neuralink patient update.
All right, we should be streaming live here. Hello world, how's it going out there? My name is Bliss and I'm an engineer at Neuralink. And I'd like to introduce you to the first ever user of the Neuralink device. And I think you're my only telekinetic friend that I have.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, not many more of those out there. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan Arbaugh. I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5. So I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation or movement below my level of injury, so below my shoulders. Yeah, that about covers it, right?
Do you want to introduce some of your dogs here? Let me flip
Yeah,
the camera so you guys
absolutely.
can see. We got dogs all over the place.
Yeah, that's Montana. The one walking by is Grace. Gracie!
Gracie, come here.
Hi, Grace.
How's it going, Gracie? Yeah. All right.
This is what people did.
Yeah, they just here for the dogs. All right, yeah, so while he's been introducing himself, let me just flip the camera on so you can see what Nolan's been doing.
Yeah.
Let me come over here. Do you want to explain a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah, so I love playing chess, and so this is one of the things that y'all have enabled me to do, something that I wasn't able to really do much the last few years, especially not like this. I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all. It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through?
There we go.
And that was also done with your brain?
Yep, it's all brain power up there.
Can you explain a little bit just to people who maybe don't have any context on this field or what's going on here? How are you able to actually move the cursor?
Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward, back to move. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on a cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to, which was such a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It really is. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
Well, that sure makes me happy to see that. I mean, that to me is like almost, it's just, here we are, and there's an example of the success of Neuralink. And what will that mean going forward? With the infusion of AI as that develops, I mean, that helped a person that needed help, and it sure did fit the bill, right? So what a great, great project that is. Okay, now, this is the moment where we'll do a little spot on the sponsor of our program, which is Pendragon Apothecary, soon to be online. And when it is online, I will let you know. It's been a long process. But let me turn to this camera and show you this product. This is a very special product. In my estimation, this is the Amanita mushroom infused CBD gummies. And we have these here at Pendragon Apothecary. A person came in one time and they were looking for this type of product and we didn't have it. And so I did a search and I found this product. And we got it and we have it in the store now. It's Amanita mushrooms, which is a mushroom, which is, you know, the Christmas mushroom, you see it, you know, with the elves on the Christmas cards, this type of thing. It's a reddish mushroom with little white dots all over it. That's what this is. And so it's the mushroom, which is medicinal, and also, I guess you would call it a relaxing type of a mushroom. That's what's in this, along with CBD, and it also has THC, the legal amount of THC in it too. So this is a really special product, and we've got it here at Pendragon Apothecary. Now, back to the show. Okay, now, we also have a clip from Tesla. I believe this is from Tesla. No, this is, I think, another Neuralink, but this is this is from Tesla. This is another interview and a quick clip on the patient who received the implant. So let's take a look at this second clip.
In a surprise live stream through the X platform, Neuralink introduced the world to their very first human patient, Nolan Arbaugh. With his personal Neuralink engineer holding the camera, the man who we've all been speculating about for the past 2 months finally got the opportunity to tell his own story. Nolan is 29 years old and has spent the past 8 years living as a quadriplegic after a diving accident dislocated his C4 and C5 vertebrae. These are bones kind of right in the middle of the neck, halfway between your collarbone and the base of your skull. As a result, Nolan has no sensation or control of his body from his shoulders down, but that hasn't stopped him from remaining incredibly positive about his life, and now thanks to Neuralink, it isn't stopping him from playing video games either. Nolan currently has Neuralink's N1 brain-computer interface chip implanted underneath his scalp and sitting flush with the bone of his skull. Underneath that chip are 64 tiny wires that have been placed into the surface of his brain about 2 millimeters in depth and specifically targeting the motor cortex region. This device allows Nolan's brainwaves to be translated into digital command prompts. So the first demonstration that we get is seeing Nolan play a game of virtual chess, and it's indistinguishable from a person using a computer mouse. Nolan hits pause on the background music, he moves the cursor around the screen quickly and smoothly in a way that seems effortless. Prior to the implant, Nolan would have to use a mouse stick to control his laptop. Now he is using a Bluetooth signal that transmits from a small computer chip in his skull directly to his device. Nolan explains the process of learning to use his Neuralink, and this was a learning experience for everyone because the engineers who have been developing this product for nearly a decade have never been able to hear feedback on what it's like to actually use their device. They can make an educated guess about what's going on inside the mind of a monkey, but having a human subject that you can actually dialogue with back and forth is such a massive upgrade. There were 2 approaches that Nolan worked on with the team: attempted movement versus imagined movement. Attempted movement was focused on trying to move his hand to move the mouse, the way that he would have done before he was injured. The idea being that even though his spine is broken, the neural pathways associated with movement are still intact and can be used as triggers for device control. Then there's imagined movement, and according to Nolan, this quickly became the most intuitive way to use his Neuralink ability. All he has to do is imagine the cursor moving, like using the force to move an object. He just looks at the area on the screen, and the cursor goes where he wants it to. And you can tell how effortless this is because as Nolan is talking to his Neuralink engineer and to the camera, he is also continuing to play chess at the same time.
Okay, so, and may the force be with you. So now, let's take a quick look at this clip before we go. This is the bionic eyes they're working on, which helps the blind to see.
What are we talking about here? If you can see me talking to you right now, it's because there are light waves coming from your screen onto your retina, or the thin layer of tissue in the back of your eyes that detects light signals. Our retinas take these light signals, then convert them into electrical signals, which can get sent along the optic nerve to the visual cortex in the back part of our brains. So if any component along this pathway is malfunctioning, perhaps a cataract or clouding of the lens in your eyes is preventing light from hitting your retina, or maybe glaucoma is causing damage to the optic nerve. If any portion of the visual pathway isn't working, then we will have problems in our vision. And one of the fundamental concepts of how our visual system is designed is what's called the retinotopic map. What this means is that our brains organize information about where things are in the visual world around us. So each neuron in the visual cortex, or the part of the brain that's responsible for our sight, each neuron will fire based on a small part of the visual field, which is called its visual receptive field. And the way the map is set up, it's inverted. So, for example, if you see something here on the right side of your visual field, then a neuron will fire here on the left side of your brain. And then if you see something on the left side of your visual world, then a neuron here on the right side of your brain will fire. To really illustrate this point, look at this figure from a paper published in 2017. We're looking at the visual cortex of a mouse brain, and we're seeing the mouse's brain activity light up as the mouse watches a dot moving around. The way the mouse's brain set up is like our brains too. It's inverted. So when the dot moves up, the bottom part of the brain fires. And then
Okay, so they're working on that, and we'll have more on that as that story develops. But that is another breakthrough, all happening right before our eyes. Okay, well, thank you for being with us on this edition of the program, and I hope it's helpful to learn a little bit about AI and some of the technological breakthroughs that are occurring right now due to AI-infused technology. And so we'll have more tomorrow on the show. So thanks for watching, and we're on right now Facebook, and we're also on X. I'm proud to say we made it to X, so we're streaming every day live. We hit at noon, and then of course it's archived there on X and on Facebook for later visualization. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.